First things first. Turrets. You have a lot of amount of space without the secondary and primary turrets. Yeah, no. Alright. Need to like rework my desktop here. Okay, you know, really quiet. I need this available to me to read. I can close. I need that there, and then I need OBS. Set down here. There, now I have everything centered on my screen. Now I can actually read and work on this thing. Alright, so I'm gonna first, I remember reading this, I'm gonna get rid of this keel. I'm not sure how effective this keel was, to be honest with you, when I first built it. Ship, I think it was having floating problems then. I don't know actually why I put in a metal or a keel on a metal ship. Stupid design, I think. The more I think about this, I superly have. I mean, I understand this part being heavily armored, but the upper part, yeah, I can see that not being heavily armored. I don't really see the point in having that. I think I'm gonna rip these turrets out. These two turrets, they're nice. I like them as prefabs. I need them though. That can go. I'm gonna have to redo the armor and whatnot. Alright, so that's that all done. You have two there. Where am I? Oh geez, there's a lot of them in here. I have like that many in here. That's for that whole turret there. Miss storage is good. I have a buttload of these things. I need to actually add a dedicated ammo storage, which I'm thinking could go in the front. I don't know how on a board I am putting it in the front of the ship. I could always just put it in here, honestly. Tone back in the amount of processors I have. Some of the stuff I built in this ship was a little out of hand. The amount of armor I put on here and whatnot is a bit ridiculous, but I like this stuff. So that I should change all of these to solid, I think. Probably have to end up building a better engine than this thing down here. There it is. It's a very, very small steam engine, doesn't produce that much power. By no means this ship was supposed to be endgame, but hell, let's make it endgame. Oh. Pay attention to your cat every once in a while. Alright, so turrets. See, the problem with this one back here is that the fact that it's like I almost had to build a surface turret back here because there's no space down here for one. In my engine room. I just have to remember how to build an actually a really efficient engine, fuel engine. One day I said I should go to a fuel engine. I think how could I go to a really effective fuel engine? I guess for one, what we can do right now is just edit this turret here. Get this thing. Oh shit. Ow. Alright. Advanced 10s, ammo clips, solid 6mm clips. Alright, so just like that. Yeah, it's all still connected. I think everything is good to go in here. No, I still have a few more. Alright, that's good, that's good. Everything I think in here is now updated to be solid. Oh. But one thing is for sure, I'm gonna have to spend some time down in here, reworking the sides. This is, oh wow, that's 3 thick there. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting, what is this 3 thick over here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 3 thick. Damn, it's gonna about it all in some spots. I need to definitely set up this thing better. My problem is, like, I really want to put a turret right here, but the problem is I don't have enough space below, which I think is just going to turn into moving all this storage up into here, because there's really like nothing in here. The more that I look at this, this is empty, and this is a turret in here now, but this is mostly empty. Yeah, this is mostly empty, so I mean, I can relocate the AI somewhere a little bit lower down. I could probably honestly relocate it just like straight vertically down into the storage room. This is very thick armor. I can make the armor on the bottom thicker. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Oh, probably should stop editing the turret. Oh, I forgot, that's right. Why is this no armor here? Blocks, no blocks, beam. No, whoops. Yeah, I'm considering doing a just a redo of all this stuff down here. Rededicating the actual hull. Yeah, whoever was his name? R.M. Haney. I like him. He has some really, really good critique and feedback on this stuff. That's not the armor going into the gun. I'm gonna try to leave that alone. Well, this is almost what 4 layers. Jesus Christ, that's well, it's 1, 2, 3, and there's ammo barrels in here, which I don't. Original design philosophy, I think, is starting to fail now. Yeah, I'm just gonna wipe out all this ammo and actually build a dedicated ammo storage somewhere. Because the original ammo storage idea was like, I'd build it all in these little small things on the sides, then the entire explosion would be localized. And I just don't think the concept worked the way I wanted it to. Alright, so now I can do beams, I think. Right? Or can I only do 3 meters? Oh, snap. Yeah, that's looking good. Alright, so now this ship actually has pretty thick armor. I mean, I'm surprised how thick this armor is. I mean, some spots it gets narrower down to like 2 layers. Wow, it's actually 2 layers up here. Well, some of these spots up here are pockets, so I think that's supposed to be pockets, yeah? Yeah, there are some pockets in here that were supposed to have air pumps and stuff in them. Spaced armor and whatnot. That was the idea, at least. But yeah. That's pretty... I mean, like, right here, it's 3 thick, and then you go up. You go up a layer, and it becomes... Cause what? Yeah, so it goes from being, 3 thick to around this cannon going 4 thick, and the 4th layer being heavy armor. One thing I'm not okay with is, like, the bottom is really thin. I feel like I always get punched through there. So I'm thinking I'll end up double layering the hull on the bottom. Give it some extra... Ooh, not weight, but... some extra thickness there. Well, I have some space here. If I rip this out here. Like that. I have this space here. Now if I rip out that back for a fuel engine, it's going to be a little more compact. If I can build a fuel engine that's efficient enough. This thing can produce 100,000 power plus? No, that's the batteries I'm running on. Let me put in some resources here. There we go, now engine bars are getting. They could put a turret in here. I think that's an option, putting a turret right in there. See as I'll be able to encroach on this wall here with the fuel engine. You know what, I'm gonna start ripping out this engine. There we go. Alright, so now I gotta do some armor. I think I'm gonna try to go for a triple thick belt the whole way. Probably the smart idea. So... Oops. That's a triple thick belt, and I want to probably... This thing will absorb. Now, if it has some armor impact, it will absorb in the back there. I can also make that so it floats a little better back here. And some air pumps. Whee. I'll have a new deck on here in a little bit. I want to be able to see what I'm working now. Especially in designing a fuel engine. It's been a while since I built one of those, so. I don't have a ton of space, you know, I realize more and more this is actually a very narrow ship. I don't have a lot of space to work with. It's that gun right there is, you know, the main gun. The gun sits the whole way into the ship, so. Might require me rising the ass out of the water a little bit. They still have some prefabs in here, I thought. Whoa, whoa. Now this is one of the first cannons I made back in the day. Pretty? No, not pretty. You know, I really thought the thing was so weak. So, oh yeah, I'll make this whole thing, and then I made it like super duper weak. No, it's prefab. No. Place prefab. That's one of the engines I could do. Oh. What the hell is that? A horribly inefficient engine, I can tell you that much. A horribly inefficient engine, I can tell you that much. Oh, I didn't know I had that built. So, probably this thing, to be honest. How much fuel engine power does this thing produce these days? This thing can produce what? Maximum power 8,000. It's moving. Normal. Alright, so this thing isn't as powerful as I remember it being. I really wish I knew how to build a efficient fuel engine these days. Not say efficient, just a powerful fuel engine. One that treads the in the middle, you know, powerful and efficient. It's been such a long time. Alright, I still really think I can do a really efficient steam engine here. I don't know, I just like steam engines, but the thing is, if I put a steam engine here, I have a little more space in here. Steam engine is producing enough power, that is. I think, how do I want to do this? Don't want to. Alright, let's give it a shot at a fuel engine. Let's see how bad of a fuel engine I can build. Is that attached? Thanks. Huh. Turbos are what? They inject fuel as well as supercharge and turbocharge tokens. Should that one work? I may put myself in a problem. The workshop on engines? You're probably right. I remember downloading a couple. I just am not good at this. Dang. Damn it. Spill water over me. I'll be right back. Alright, I'll look at, was it Mortazell? Where's it from? What would you say, Ruby or Emerald would be better ones to go with? Ah. I guess it just is turning into my slow realization that Steam engines aren't that good anymore. I really want Steam engines to be good. That's just me though. They probably have to do the 5x5x20. Hey, if I personally use Ruby, that's a good enough reason for me. Right, I can't do it from in here, can I? Alright. Fortress deployment. So I need the fortress testing. It was called Why are steam engines good for planes and bad for ships? That is so true. And personally, I always used once RTGs were introduced, I used RTGs in my planes. You can put like 2 or 3 4-meters in one battery and electric engine. That keeps it pretty well with a 2 main engine and thrusters to change your direction. More of a thruster craft, but whatever. I'm not really a big plane person. Is Ruby? No, not Red Baron. Ruby Endurance. I like the color. That's kind of a neat coloring scheme. Right, I need to capture a prefab. So it's gonna be this go like that, and then it needs to be what? 20? Alright, cool. Alright, that'll fit for sure, and that'll have a lot better power than the one I was using. I was using this one. No. Stop. Load. No. Place. There we go. No, not this one. This one. No, not that one. That one. Which, this one I'm not exactly sure. This thing is so loud. Alright, it was... Arches aren't that bad. I mean, I have them on a lot of my ships as a small backup in case my engine does blow, because I usually have my engine in one spot. So I tend to keep 1 or 2 RTGs with some battery power left laying around, so if my engine does get blown, I have a small grace period for shields going down and ammo stopping being produced and stuff like that. At least I still have some more forward momentum. That's all I really want. It was... where is it? No. Yeah, by and Jabaming. This thing right here. I'm not sure how up to date these are, but it was this bad boy. Radial 8000, so what does it produce? This thing can produce about 8,000 fuel, or 8,000-ish power. That is moving. Alright, quickly just jump over here. Yeah, so this is what I was using. Why is there a... Anyway. What the hell is a staircase? Oh. You know, that probably makes sense. You have to jump to the ceiling. Yeah, that's true, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, I copied a bunch of these little designs. A lot of them are really nice and small. Like, you could fit one of these ones here, which is 100 power. So 1-cylinder engine into a plane pretty well. Of course, Jesus, the exhaust can be changed. Yeah, I was using this thing for a while in a couple of my ships, and I eventually ripped them out for steam engines so I could make a steam engine in the same space that was a lot more powerful. I guess these don't work as well as they used to. It was this thing. So rip this thing out, this crappy thing, which I don't even know how much power could they have produced with this thing. 6,300. I mean, that's not that bad for one engine I've built in probably close to a year. I hope the music's not too loud. I don't think it is. No, price for fabs. 7. Would you keep your engine more on the internal of your ship, or the engine more on the external? So, like, would you have it rotated like this or like this when you actually spawn it? I'm thinking put the engine in the middle. Least chance of it being, the whole thing being blown. That just barely fits in there. Oh, that's a blocked off. Oh, whoops. I guess it's not that big of a deal. I was planning on layering a second layer of armor down here anyways. Alright, so that will produce... Wow. That's the same, like, basically the same size as the other one I was gonna use. That's amazing power, actually. That's 22,000. My ships are not normally this small. This is actually one of my smaller ships that I build. Let's see here. You may have seen this a while back. Let me find it. the hood that I built. This thing has a whole host of problems I realized after fighting the White Flares in campaign. It's a really fun ship, just the turrets are bad. It floats really bad. It has no defense systems. It's a tank, but it's kind of bad in just every respect. It looks kind of cool. I like the way it looks, but yeah, it's a bit bigger. I have a lot of really big ships that I used to. There was the... where is it? It's the Party Boy. I probably should destroy the hood before it kills my computer for having so many big ships spawned in. There was the Party Boy? Yeah. Cruiser. No. Battleship. There it is. This thing is... this thing's a whole different story. The hood that's next to it was made with, and there's my frame rate. The hood was made with beams, and this thing is almost solid 1x1 blocks. This is probably one of my biggest ships. It was very powerful back in the day of cram cannons being able to auto-load really fast. I hope you're enjoying the stream at 3 FPS. Yeah, it's a combination of things. It was horribly inefficient, and the missile salvo in the back, I loved it. This was probably my funnest ship to build. I had just watched Robaz build the... If you watch Robaz on YouTube, I just watched him build the... Not the Ragnarok. It wasn't the Ragnarok, it was just the Pilkington. If you don't watch it, then you don't know. Video output low. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just delete this. Actually, once the hood is... damn it, hood disappear. Yeah, if I go away, it'll correct itself. A little bit better. It was a ship that Robaz built. If you watch him on YouTube, but he's pretty funny. He did a whole series on From the Depths, and it was beginning to end. It was pretty funny videos. I enjoyed them, at least. And Jesus Christ, this is killing my computer slowly. Okay, I am on this ship. Yeah, so I'm just gonna save this. Hopefully that will help a little bit. Restarting the designer, jumping back up to 80 FPS. I'm going this side actually. I don't mind restarting the designer quickly, it doesn't bother me that much. Select this turn. Alright, that should have fixed the buffering problem. It should be a little bit better. Oh, yeah. So, I had just watched him build that, and I was like, I'm gonna build a really cool battleship myself, and in the day of it, it was a powerful son of a bitch, but now it's very, very weak. The nice thing about it was that I could capture a lot of ships with it, because it would never... I remember at one point it lost all of it. It had one active cram cannon left. So... it had one cram cannon left. I don't know, is there something going wrong with the stream? I might need to just quickly restart it. No, never mind. Alright. It's a lot longer of delay than I thought it was. It would lose all of its guns, all of its missiles, have no active weapon systems, and be sinking. But 80% health, still, because of the amount of blocks. I'm curious as to why it's not working properly. Of course, I have the Ragnarok saved in here because I was looking at the advanced ends in it. I can't run to that whole ship in at once. My computer's not that good. Not amazing, at least. Biggest ship probably that I have, if I find it, just based on numbers, so I don't have to kill my computer. Carrier is more expensive than this. That's strange. 314, I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing about 314k. This was a project in itself. the pontoon MK2, which wasn't even a pontoon. It was the Mega Pontoon, which was 171. Yeah, I think it's about 317, yeah. Is the video still really stuttery, or is YouTube just lying to me? And alright, I'll try not to take them as examples. I'm still really bad at making advanced canons. The one that's on here is probably the best one. Like, this cannon here that I built in here is honestly my pride and joy. It's probably one of the best advanced cannons I've built. So, I can't be mad about that cannon. I suppose I should get back to doing some renovations on here rather than talking about other YouTubers' boats that they've made in a game, you know. It's always nice to have someone to talk to, though. Quality slowly getting better. I think it was that loading just killed my computer for a moment. YouTube's still telling me that there's a problem with the stream, but I think it'll be fine over time. Otherwise, I can quickly restart the stream. Probably might be a excuse me, a half decent way to do it. So now my problem is that one of the guys on Reddit said that I should change out the cannons on the ship because they're kind of inefficient. I could drop them into the hull more, but there's just no space. That's the problem I keep running into. There's just no space to do what I want to do in here. Like, I need this engine so I can, you know, actually produce power at a half decent rate. At a half decent rate. Especially since I'm already going to be running up against this, so I'm going to have to raise the hull up. What? Alright, whatever, I guess. Yeah, I've just never been that good when it came to advanced cannons. I stopped playing for a long while. I got really frustrated because I could not get past the yeah, I'm not offended if you say it does. I will say this though, the armor may look weak, but you get actually down in the actual hull and it's triple thick in some spots, quadruple thick with a heavy armor in other spots. But yeah, I won't say no if you say the armor's weak. You're not wrong. By any means. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this thing down a block. I like the engine, and I really wanted to do a bit of deeper armor, but I don't want to sacrifice the look of the ship. So, I'm gonna rip that out. Like the armor? Yeah, it was, didn't hurt that much to put it in. I figured it'd be a good idea. The only thing I do need to do in here... Fuck, stop. Is... What are you still attached to? Oh, probably this. There you go. The only thing I do need to do is I want to armor up the bottom layer one more, because the armor on the bottom is only 1/3. And I've had a lot of problems with this ship being a torpedo, like a torpedo or a missile just drops and it bounces up and shreds the bottom armor. That should be a little bit better now. It's actually like embedded in the hull a little bit better. Yeah, but though in some spots, the armor's 3 thick, 3/4 thick. Like right here in the ass, it's pushing 4 thick. Flotation issues? Seeing as I have propellers on the bottom, yeah, it does. The model that I was working on before this, actually, what's that? What's holding that up? Oh, right, the fortress. If I spawn in, it should be the MK6. Yeah. This was the model beforehand. It does sink a little bit while the engines turn on. Wait, why isn't this working? It has no internal storage. What the hell did I do with this? This was working not that long ago, I swear. Okay, I have to jump onto the ship and it'll start working. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, this was the model that was before it. And it had a fairly large steam engine. This is an early steam engine that I built. So it's pretty bad, actually. I don't like it. Also, how inefficient these turbines are is ridiculous. Yeah. This one was pretty meh. And it needed these propellers. Yeah, I wasn't on this ship because it's... I always forget that in creative mode. Or designer mode. That I need to be on the ship to give it material. Once it has material, it'll go for a long while. It has a lot of storage space. I don't know if I should probably keep this PG-13. Probably should. But yeah, like these cannons and whatnot they're nice cannons. I don't mind these cannons. The prefabs are they're like the stock cannons you can build in the game. Let me jump back on to what I'm working on. If I put one up here in the deck. They are the Copperhead? Yeah, they're the Copperhead cannons. I mean, these are, they're prefab cannons that come with the game, and they're not bad by any means. So, you could extend them into the hull a bit more, make them really nice and powerful, which I have the space to do one up here. However, the problem is, I don't have the space back here. Especially with the new fuel engine, I'm going to need to actually have oil storage. Compartment span? Yeah. That also is part of the fact of I solely use metal on my ships, it seems like. Which is nice for armor, but past that, they kind of... past the armor, they just in a sink. One of my larger ships, which I just did a lot of work on, which is gone from version 9 to version 16 in the period of a couple days, is this thing right here. Which you almost said this gun here is a precursor to that one over there. It's a little bit smaller. It only is, what, 300mm? Was this a 450? 6mm? Thing. But again, this ship also has, the props in the bottom to help keep it afloat, and it still is ass heavy. It still doesn't float that well. An alloy with heavy armor behind it? I've never... See, I had... Before I actually got into making, bigger metal ships that actually looked half decent, I built... I think it's just this one? Yeah, the frigate. This is the first metal ship I ever built, and they're surprisingly inexpensive, only at 73,000, which may seem expensive, but at the time when the updates ago, it was actually pretty cheap. And this thing floats, like you said, very well. But again, this thing is made predominantly out of... Yeah, this thing is solid metal blocks. But for a small ship, it's not that bad. It's just solid alloy, which is the problem. And I've been slowly refining this model, this little thing here, into this thing. I'll strap you, I don't need you. So yeah, I never do that trick of destroying that and keeping frame rate up. Thank you for letting me know that. Again, it's been ages since I played this game all the time. I probably sound like a huge noob. Probably. But yeah, this ship here was like probably one of the first like metal ships that I really like mass produced in my campaign because they were really dirt cheap at the time. So I had about 7 or 8 of them running around, and they did pretty well against the DWG. But this has slowly evolved into this over here over a long period of time. Going through a ton of different versions, tons of different test periods and whatnot. But for the small ships that they did feature some nice aspects. The engine is outdated, stuff that read outdated, so it's very outdated. A lot of old parts in that ship that don't exist anymore. Figure out how I want to armor this. No, not stone blocks. Yeah, we do something like that. That should be pretty good for armor-wise. I mean, if a shell's gonna land in there, of course, it's gonna happen for sure. But replacing this with heavy armor might be a little bit better. Let's do this, and then, then I can cover that in, what, light armor is what you did? Light alloy? Yeah, I stopped using light alloy at one point. I was like, it's just not worth it, I'll just use metal. Because I ran into so many problems with it. Being that it always seemed to get broken. And it just really wasn't that worthwhile to have. Oh, think about it. I could actually put a... Sorry about that, notification from Battle.net. I could actually put a small light turret back here. Because I know one guy on Reddit said that it suffered, this ship suffered against close range and small targets. So what is that? Close range small target being you did a high speed, yeah, high speed projectiles just generally. So I probably should try to make a cannon that shoots high-speed projectiles. I'd say having the bulk of the ship be, centered behind something so it can't shoot in front of it. Which basically means the ship has to spawn in broadsided at a close enough range for everything to start working. Yeah, then I can build it backwards. Probably be a pretty good idea. Hey, that's okay, man. Thanks for showing up and actually, watching. The rest of the video will be on this channel, my YouTube channel, so it's already on it. It'll be DVR'd there. If you want to watch the rest of it, you're welcome to. Otherwise, have a good night, dude. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it a lot. I don't get many viewers around here, so it's really nice to see a few people show up here and there just to say hi. Especially to have a conversation like you did. Have a good night. doesn't work. Good night, bud. Have a good night. No, I don't have any good intruders. A lot of space for realtors in here. Barrels probably should just do a really long barrel. I need a mantlet. I could probably do just a 3x3. That way it has a lot of space to really roam around as it shoots. No, like that. Then you attach a barrel onto it. Yeah. I think it's time to design the shell now. I could always piggyback on this shell here, which should probably be not that bad, to be honest. What, this cannon back here is what, a 60 mil? It's a 60 mil cannon. Because it doesn't have any gauge increases on it. I wonder how well that would do if I piggybacked on here. If I piggybacked on 100-meter shells. That wouldn't do too badly. So I should look at the information. I need a 2-meter shell rack for that size. So I could dump 2-meter shell racks all over this thing. This would be horribly inefficient. I can feel that already. This is just be a bad cannon. Better, it's gonna be awesome. Probably not, though. Let's try the input feeders and see how good this thing actually is. I don't want to add anything down here, so they're just going to collide with the walls around here. Well, I mean, honestly, I can take the walls off, so I guess I'll just go without it. Oh, I probably should make some ammo storage. Resources. This is purely temporary, by the way. I'm only using these as open now for I can see they're actually loading. There's gonna be a lot of shells in here. That's what I'm saying already, is I'm gonna be a lot of shells in there. Whoa! Oh, I like this. It's got a pretty nice burst of it. That's a nice burst on that thing. Oh, I like that so far. Needs some more barrels for accuracy though. It's not accurate as fuck. This thing's gonna look so silly off the back of this thing, but I am okay with it because it is. I'd almost be curious to see what it would look like with 2 barrels, but hey, I'm happy with this thing already. You know, if I spawn in a ship out here, let's spawn in one of these. No, I'll do a fragate. It's main lightweight. Fragate MP2. No, a fragate. Alright, let's see how this thing performs. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's shredding light armor, but you know everything shreds light armor. Yeah, I mean it's nice. It's doing high mobility to spawn in. Let's put one of these. Okay, so I'm modding this because I don't want this to have any missile systems. I want this to purely try to shoot, but not be able to shoot. I'll add some barrels under here. Just to minute the weight of it. Alright, let's see here. Load vehicle. Should be a green baron. Should be somewhere. Did it spawn like right underneath here? Did I not save that? I swore I saved that. Alright, apparently I didn't save that. Alright. I guess I have time to quickly redo it. Alright, there it is. Alright, quickly destroy you. Load vehicle, green bear, no WAP, DWG. I need to attach. Ooh. Wait. Oh, why does it have weapons? It doesn't have weapons. I need to trying to figure out how do you make this one that's more reactive to small changes. Track's better now. Really? No, not all vehicles, designer vehicles. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, this thing should be completely healed up. So I'm not in any chat channel. I am. Alright. Back to the... What? Death by Guard? Oh no, back to this. Alright, I don't want... Why did this thing ever shoot at this? This thing has a failsafe, right? So yeah, it has a failsafe. Why did it shoot? Oh, man. Alright, whatever, I guess. I guess I'll just quickly make a temporary AI as well to control this thing. I remember when I channel 4. I remember this back in the day when there was a prefab to build AI. Could never build an AI for myself until I realized how dirt easy it was. And it's something light to test it against. Not the Grey Wolf MK3 Beta. Oh, I don't want that. Fragate. My problem with testing against the Fragate is there's no shield generation on it, and this thing could blow up instantly. I just wanted to... I don't know. That was a drone test. I don't know what this is. And damn, it took a long time for it to be too damaged. I'm almost tempted to make this thing have a limited fire rate. Let's do 70 rounds per minute. How about the big baby? Flip and shoot. The original flip and shoot class. Pretty punched pretty good hole in there. Why hasn't this fired yet? That's the better question. Is this really that outdated that it doesn't have firing? Oh yeah, there's no AI controller. So, I'm not liking it. Against a wooden hulled ship with some metal, it's not doing that good. The metal is really what's stopping it. You know, it's really not punching light alloy in one either. There goes the weapon systems, but yeah, I'd hope this thing would be able to, you know, punch right through a ship and pop its ammo right away. No, I just messed that up so badly. Start of all the shells because they're not big enough. Well, it killed the AI, but just... I don't know, it's just not that powerful for what I want it to do. That's a bit of a chance to actually fill up a little bit. Because always when I'm buying, you know, I'm working on the count up here. Alright, so what can we do up here? Do pretty condensed. We're gonna condense dual cannon and set up to have. Yeah, a dual cannon would be nice. I can do a pretty condensed dual cannon, I think. New objects, one access turret. Metal block, metal beam. That should be good. You can do this with heavy armor, to be honest. Yeah, I like that height, that's pretty good height. I'll do the advanced cannons, advanced firing pieces. Alright, so we need to do... Sorry about that noise, phone going off. It's 293 mil. Let's go for a 300 mil cannon. So I'm gonna need to go up here and play some of these. What the hell? One. It's one. All right. For the heavy armor center, the turret's already blown up. Yeah, I don't know. I guess probably could place it with metal. To be honest, you're definitely right. I don't know why I was like, I'll do metal. I want to do all out in this thing. Fuck. Fuck. I blame you. You wrecked the cannon. Alright, so this is... Yeah, so I have to split it. Facing downwards. Gauge entries, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 3, 4, yeah. Don't worry about it, I'm just being dramatic with you. I've used this kind of design before, if I'm correct. I'm now good at building advanced cannons, by the way. Also, can I say I hate the way that you have to do gauge splitters in here this game? Especially with advanced cannons. I just hate the way it works. Alright, that looks pretty decent for a cannon. Need to do the gauge. No gauge tracers. I already have those. Barrels. Connected. Bullshit, they're connected. Ridiculously long barrels by Some guy on Reddit. Do that. And I need to build the shell. So I'll go back up to the... Oh, fuck. I should have a shell production going on down here. Yeah, so I'll just quickly put a second shell production right here. There's also gonna be pretty powerful shells, so I guess probably be a good idea to do this. AP cap 10. I'm gonna need 2 meter shell racks at least. If I go for the max, is 340. I'm gonna max this at 300. So no, that can be limited. No, again. Oh my. I hate the way this works as well. There we go. Did you have advanced in the calculator with the Excel sheet? Yeah, I did actually. I will get to it in a second, but I did use it on this can appear. Oh no! Oh shit! Shit! Whoops! I forgot that was still on the DWG. Well, I'm not sure. I used it for this one here. This end's not that bad. I actually like that cannon a lot. I'm kind of modeling it after that one. A little bit. I should have it open. I don't have it open at the moment. I guess this is a good test on that back cannon to see how good it is at killing. What's it aiming at? I think it has a lot of armor to go through. Looking for the ammo cache. Feels good. Yeah, I should have it open. Oh, yeah, I have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it definitely for this one. I feel like this one's actually pretty well optimized. Not sure. I have to add armor to this thing. I was letting this thing fill up on ammo while I worked on another one. But I need to figure out a cannon. And I need this to be a main cannon. Oh, you know what? These cannons are independent, aren't they? So this needs to be forced down to 300 as well. Alright. This has to be a main cannon, and I want it to be, I don't know, good. A couple of those. Let's choose the secondary armaments. Oh, the main cannon? That thing's big, actually. I wish I could put it on here. I can't like making a cannon specifically for every single one though. I don't know, it's some knack about building it myself and building it every time. So, I don't know. Because the main armament of this thing is this back cannon, but I think this back cannon is about to be upstaged with the front cannon. It's a 456mm. I mean, actually, let me show off this cannon here. This cannon is pretty awesome. It's nowhere near constant, but it does do I don't know how many shells. And these are some pretty nasty shells, to be honest. So, yeah. Yeah, I used to do that with a with this test platform here. I rigged up this test platform. It's functional. It's actually my campaign. It's my starting base because I accidentally deleted my starting base trying to delete a ship that wasn't supposed to be there. So it's a functional base, honestly. It can harvest. Yeah, the cannon I had on here was a, I think 800 gauge cram cannon. It was the size of this thing. And it was still dirt slow to fire. It was like 18 seconds between. Oh, you're the guy on Reddit. Oh, hi. Yeah, I know. The AI on this thing is pretty bad at the moment. I need to continue working on it. But yeah, this is honestly my favorite kind I've ever... AI... advancement I've ever built. I did do the tweaking, even though this one right here doesn't have any. But yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah, some... All acquisitions? Alright. So back to this, I need... Oh, right, I was editing a shell, wasn't I? Tell you what would be a good shell. I want it to be decently powerful, but not amazingly powerful. Well, I should say, not amazingly powerful. I want it to be, I don't know, a good main cannon. I'm trying to think about what would be good. Probably not an AP capped head. I always hear people are going with a lot of like straight frag warheads these days. I always had a thing in my heart for HE. Like the cannon in the back is straight HE. This one here, it's just HE and inertial fuse. Thing bust shields pretty well, and not amazingly, but it does do it pretty well. I just don't want this to also be that. We just do frag with an inertial fuse up here. One degrees frag shells? Alright. I don't know, I just want HE to be good. That's my problem. I want steam engines and HE to be good. But it's not, though. So, 1 meter frag. Heat shells are good against? That's actually, I mean, that's what this is. It's a heat shell. Because that shaped charge head. But the inertial fuse, I don't know. I don't know if I'm double, if this is a, what is the word? Not recursive, it's... Crap, what's it called? Redundant. I don't know if those are redundant or not. I always just remember seeing a lot of shells bounce off white flares a lot. Because this ship was basically built to bust white flares. Not so much DWG, but white flares for sure. I didn't think it had that much trouble with DWG. But I had to do a top testing against them. So what I need 4 meter shell racks for this thing. I need 4 meter shell racks. Yeah, I don't know, I always had this design philosophy in my head that cram was better at high gauge and advancements were better at low gauge. But it seems to be that cram is just kind of not great all around. They're pretty good at, they're better at high gauge, but advanced cannons can be amazing at high gauge at the same time. That should be absolutely the worst. That's true. I always hear bad things about using HE warheads, and that one, that hit in the back, is definitely a good showcase of don't use that. Yeah. They should probably go with a shaped charger. I think a shaped would be better. I'm not sure though. I haven't spent a lot of time researching advanced ends, so I'm not actually sure. I really need to get a dedicated ammo supply in this thing before I continue. Alright, these are filling up slowly. See how bad of a fire rate does this thing actually have on it. Oh, I probably put mantlets on this thing. Probably be a good idea. Alright. There we go. I need more barrel cores when it sounds. Yeah, this thing needs to cool better. What's the time? Cooldown 6.4 seconds? Yeah, I need more coolers. Surprising seems the amount of I already have. Did not expect. One thing I absolutely hate about advanced hit-ins is... Down here. I hate about advanced hit-ins so much is the fact that the only way you can turn the gauge increase is the right and left splitter. So much. Alright. I just absolutely hate this thing here. I just wish that there was like, instead of it just being this one thing, I don't know if they're doing the next patch or not. But if they made it so, you know, there's, you know, you go like to the steam engine, steam piping, you know, like this. Like we just have tons of different angles we can actually connect this thing with. I feel like that would help a lot when it comes to advanced cannons. Because I feel like you can make these things a lot more compact, but it's really difficult to do. Especially that says you can split it out left and right, but it has to have an input and it has to feed out of there, and it's just a mess. Like if I do, let's see, if I do this and place that in here, that's not connected because that's not coming to the primary connection, and that doesn't connect, and that doesn't connect, the whole thing doesn't connect now. Because of this one change. I personally just feel like it's really unnecessary. That would work though, if I wanted to add more. Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah. It's just a pain in the ass how they have this set up. Like that's not connected. Why is it not this connected now? Oh, because it's not connected like this. That's not gonna work. I also have to make a new branch off the top, I guess. I didn't want to. I guess it's the only way to do this, though. Yeah, I can't go any lower than that, because otherwise I'll delve into the middle, and then I get weird spacing issues. I can do this and break them off the top. That would work, not that bad. So it's just annoying the fact that... It's just annoying that these things don't actually provide any bonus either. Like, as far as I know, what, they don't... If this cools down the, cools down time of the barrels, whereas this thing only opens up connections, does not increase the gauge at all, does not Yeah, it doesn't do anything, essentially. It's literally just an empty block that you have to place if you want to make these things more space efficient. Like, that's just... I don't know, that's just crappy design on me. Now that I've done a little bit of work there, let's see, how bad is the recoil now? That's not that bad of time, actually. Considering I don't actually have an ammo crash in here. It's just stupid that the splitters don't give any bonuses at all. Like, it's literally just a connection block, and that's the worst part about it, I think. Personally, that'd be my biggest gripe, is the fact that they don't do anything, but they have to take up a block space. Now, if it's going to be a gauge increaser, make it a gauge increaser. If it's going to be a cooler, then make it a cooler. You know, at least, even if it has a degraded effect in the standard one, any effect would be better than nothing. But I think I'm pretty okay, happy with this turret. I mean, what? We're a millimeter cannon that has a cooldown of 1 second. If I actually measured out, yeah. Yeah, it's 9 by 9. You could say 10 by... Or not 9 by 9, it's 10 deep and... 9, so it's 10 by 9. You could probably do it 10 times better than me. I'm not that great at this, I'm still learning to superly condense these things down to do really well. I could say it's a 9 by 9 if I got rid of these auto loaders out here on the edges. Probably isn't the worst idea. I don't know if they provide much of a loading bonus at that rate. They probably do, because these on here otherwise have no input. So yeah. What I gotta do is the turning test, see how far I can turn. Well, that's good. I can turn all the way until the cannon hits the side of the ship. So it's pretty good, I guess. Made the hole big enough. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. This would be the ammo cache. It's right. It's a block below the. What is it? The AI. What's the worst that happened, right? I guess it's weird that these are crosshair now that I think about it. I think these are crosshair, right? Oh, they're offset at least. There we go. Up to 31,800 ammo. Well, that's not representative because I have this over here. Yeah, my issues are running out of storage space. This thing is... It's not that close. The AI is encased within 3 layers and 1 layer and 2 layers of space and wood. That's the AI, so it's... Yeah, I'm planning on it. Bleh. Wrapping turrets and armor is just the last thing I do. One of those last decoration steps. Well, not necessarily decoration, but... one of the later steps I do. Once I'm satisfied with the cannon itself, then I start adding armor and everything else around it. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna probably add one layer of metal armor. Because, oh, actually... Yeah, I'll add probably some just heavy armor beams around in this area. That should help. Replace some of this, because I can't really go too far in some spots. Actually. Alright, that should be... I think that's the right side at least. Let's do that. Can I still turn the turret? Hopefully I still have my full rotation on that small square. Wait, why am I missing... Oh. Alright, I guess that's the... Yeah, there's not much I can do there. I can add more armor out here. Probably just be metal. Has some nice armor on the front of it. Not the armor up those sides, but it has a good amount of armor. I mean, if I look at certain parts of the hull here, I have I have 3 layers of metal armor that are layered differently, and then 1 layer of heavy armor immediately surrounding it. The thing I'd be curious about is if the one sniper ship I built can actually bust through this. It's usually my test. That should be fine. Yeah, I think if you're the guy on Reddit that made the giant essay, which I thank you so much, but it has a lot of information in it, I'm thinking about just changing the whole superstructure into light alloy. Well, at least the topmost part of it. No matter how much I like the decoration of it. I can't change the bottom part, because the bottom part actually contains the AI, my material storage, and the 2 shells for the back gun and main gun, respectively. I don't want to skimp out too much here. I feel like that if I skimp out a lot in this area, I'm just gonna doom the ship, essentially. Wait, did this not update on this side? No, it did not. Alright. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy with this cannon. realtist is spawning something in and shooting at it, right? Do one of these. My team. That's about where she sits in the water, I think. How's your cannon coming along? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm kind of... I can realize why everyone does the frag meta. Jesus Christ, that punctured through 6 layers of armor in like 3 or 4 shots. Oh, this is old. Damn. This is an old model. Yeah, I didn't spawn the right one. This little piddly turret. This was the original. This is what I was like, I want to make a modern style ship, and I want to make it so it has a small, you know, small little cannon on the front of it. I mean, this thing. Okay, it the more I look at it, this ship, this is not that bad, but I don't know, this cannon was replaced with a much better cannon, I think. So this was firing, what, gunpowder, 1 frag in a composite warhead body? Can't imagine it's that good. This cannon's also extremely small. Again, one of those cannons where I was learning how to use, which is back when I thought you still had to use sort of connectors. To connect your ammo racks, you could not attach the ammo racks to a gauge increaser. So, yeah, I like that though. That's a pretty good cannon so far. I think all it needs now is just some armoring. That should be good to go. Then I need to actually add some air pumps down here. Excuse me. Is it on? Yeah, that back cannon though. The one thing I'm still skeptical about is this one back here, this one way in the back. Has a really good recoil, or it does very small shots. I'm just not sure how good of a cannon it will be in terms of actually damaging like a flyer or something. Oh shit. Hate that when you accidentally change the gauge when you want to change the fire rate. So all your shells unload. thinking that I might set the little one to do with this shell here. So I drop this down to what, 100mm. Yeah, 2 meter short. I can do it. Crap, there's no difference between these. Like identical lineups. There are some fried ones there now. Alright, there it goes. Oh, it won't really? In the chat? I don't think that's anything I can control. Oh yeah, that worked. Wow. That is compressed, if I do say so myself. Damn, dude. I'll have to learn after you. I'll have to look into that one and see if I can figure out how you, or reverse engineer how you built that. Damn, that looks nice. Alright, so I need that to be on, and I want to do...
Misses you, he wants to come in.
I'm liking this back end so far. That's pretty good so far. I really want to test against some white players, but the problem is if I test against white players, I feel like I'll be just fun on the one that has an advanced scan on it. And it's gonna blow it up. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Could they save the vehicle? We're pretty well. That's good. It's better than my cannon so far. That's it. In that space. All right. I need. I'll do a martyr. I know that thing doesn't have cannons. Oh, come on, cannon. Come on, cannon. Ow. Okay, good to know. The armor does not hold up to a nuclear blast. I didn't know that. Wait. Why? Why? I don't want this. No, I'd like to select the martyr. Alright. May as well get the main gun on this action. That didn't work as I wanted it to. It's picking through armor pretty good. Alright, yeah, I'm liking this, right? It's a bit armored up. Now everyone watching the stream has the ability to watch me with my absolutely horrible armoring job. I'm very bad at armoring. Well, making armor look pretty, that is. That's that. Thinking that will look pretty nice. I round these one a little bit better. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. What I just need to do. Do that, and then I can add some beam down here. Yeah, that won't look bad. I'm just gonna do a ribbon that kind of runs down the whole length of this thing. So I'll just have like. No, I want it to be. This will be a design idea. So do that. There we go. Do a beam in here. Oops, that's a nice one that way. Man, it's not that bad looking. This is gonna be a cube, but if I can help it, it's gonna be a slightly okay looking cube. Oh, that's alright. Go with that. You know, if this is all heavy armor, it'd probably be a lot better. The more I think about it. We got the box back here. The box got it looks so ugly. It looks like a submarine docked on the back. I'd sort of say it's a submarine. It's a submarine launch port. God, the armor looks ugly. Has its own aesthetic appeal to it. I'm just gonna say that. Hope that works to everyone, that it has its own appeal to it. There's a reason it looks so ugly. It's artistic. Go with that. So from the middle block. Oh, yeah. There we go, the box cannon in the back here. Now I'm confident putting it up against another ship. Wow! Alright. That's the highlight reel. As it turns out, the ship's sitting too low in the water, the big cannon in the back shoots right into the little one. Design flaws. It was like fully loaded too. Somewhat inefficient because the middle is empty, but it's an interesting build. Let's see here. I'll link the same link as before, and it's not wanting to load. Something's up with that link, it's not working. It's also the same one as before. Might be something to do with it. Oh, there's more albums on it. Alright. That doesn't look like it's working that bad. It's pretty good. Oh, I just feel like... Yeah. Oh, I got it to work, so... And now the problem that I'm running into is the fact that this cannon is apparently sitting... this cannon sits right in the fire path of this one right here. And for some weird reason, the failsafe on this cannon is not working the way it's supposed to. Yeah, AI failsafe. Don't shoot yourself. Well, that's because they're on separate mainframes. Let's see what happens again. Yeah, that cannon in the back though is... I don't know. I feel like if it's on a separate AI, it's gonna bug out and say it's not. Yeah, that back cannon though is... This back 400mm cannon is pretty powerful. I like the thing. No, don't go after my fortress. You son of a bitch. I think it's now time to actually hit this big one online and see how it works. I'm pretty happy with the back cannon now. Oh, shit. You know what? I should probably get some fuel storage on this thing before I decide to start redoing the whole thing. That's cannon, that's ammo. Yeah, it's gonna be fuel storage here. Oh shit, no, I want that to be there. Oh god, this is so hard to work in here. Alright, 2 layers of armor on the outside. Luckily, fuel tanks aren't explosive, so... That is an air pump. This is good up here. Probably actually add some additional resource storage up here in the front, to be honest. It'll be the best place for it all, but it will be a place for it all. A lot of storage space in this thing now. Better ammo, better cannons. The armor, I don't know how to do about the armor, to be honest. AI is still pretty safe. Got a lot of protection in between here. The back cannon is still in good shape. I think you said something about the missiles weren't working. A laser or minigun based missile defense. I have a prefab for one. It's one I prefab I stole from the Plunder. Yeah, Plunder actually is a pretty nice turret. Have to set up the shell right. The Plunder has a really nice turret for that. If I load it in. This is the turret that the Plunderer has on it for anti-missile. I think anti-missile. It's completely self-sufficient. Not actually sure where or what it's loading from. No, it's loading from that. Plunder, yeah. Hey, I love the Plunder though. Yeah, I guess so. So what is this thing sitting at right now? Right now we're sitting at about... Hey, 8,000 if I wish. It's the flip shoe. $2,200? No. 200. Oh, alright. I always just used the laser ones and what is it? Sorry, out of fuse. Anyway, yeah, this is the one the Plunder has, which I have usually employed because it's a nice shell, or nice cannon. Time for me to change. Yeah, with all the heavy armor I've been adding. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do about it, because the ship is just, it's honestly, it's a really expensive ship that can't do that much. I'm almost considering just a redesign completely. So I get some Soul Basineva, whatever it's called. There we go. Yeah, my problem with the laser defensive is they are super energy demanding for a half decent one, and the space needed is pretty big too. I really don't have either of those two. I guess I could fit it in with the missiles. But if I fit it in with the missiles and I don't have really anywhere to project it out of, that's sufficient unless I projected it forward and upwards to the tower. I don't even know it'd be a good design for a laser itself. Oh, Jesus. Prefabs. I forgot about particle cannons. Give me I feel like that's not... I'm not the only person that forgets about them. Oh, that's pretty simple, actually. Alright, I'm gonna pirate this completely, so I hope you don't mind that much. So I've always oversized my laser defenses if I'm correct with myself. I think I usually do. I usually make them almost like laser guns themselves. And then I'm wondering, oh, this is terrible, it doesn't work that well. That's all the connector and goes. While you do that, I'll try to figure out what block I'm trying to look at. Oh, okay, now I see how it's done. I forget what those first two blocks are. I barely use lasers, so it's hard for me to remember this stuff. It's been a while. Or is it off one block? That's setting off one block. Wow, I'm an idiot. Ah, yes, that's what it looks like. That's... This might actually just be perfect size to fit in here. So it has, I'm an idiot, it has a coupler, and it's 2 storage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's 2 frequency doublers at the end. This thing is covered with Q switches, looks like. Two-tray power, that's not that bad. Thing is, I'm sitting on 22. Okay. Hopefully that shouldn't get too much into my energy budget. Yeah, that fit perfectly into my space here with my missiles. Now I just need to connected. Vent it upwards from here. Oh no. That'll be there. So it goes upward to the median line, if I can go up. Yeah, I needed to route it upwards. So I need to route it upwards so it's actually in a decent spot, I think, to actually knock down missiles. So. Alright, that should be good, right? Yeah, so now I just need to get the laser warners. Yeah, there's a couple spots that I could use connectors down here predominantly. Right here. Yeah. You know, it's a well, it's just balancing very well on top of the ship. Yeah, I know. I haven't got there yet. Hey man, I'd be okay if it vaped it. I want to add a little bit more on the material cost for this ship. Ship's a learning ship anyways. My horrible armoring skills. Right. I think that's good for that. I'm gonna armor up the front turret now. I've been holding this one off for a while. Alright, hey, have a good night. I'll post the new one on the Reddit page when it's there, so I'll post a whole new link so everyone can judge and rip it to shreds. But hey, have a good night, dude. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate anyone coming to talk to me, especially tonight. It's been kind of a quiet, lonely night. Have a good night. Will do. We'll post it. Adios, amigo. That was not too bad. Need to arm up around these mantlets a little better. This dirt as it just went half bad. What does it mean actually building decently looking turrets these days? I'll do some basic combat testing myself here in a second. Alright, let's see how this looks now. Turn it off. See, how do you float now? Why are you sinking so badly back here? Is this... Oh, not the way. There we go. Add some alloy separators just to help out. Helps a little bit with the weight. It's heavier than a brick. That's a bit too much. Set out to actually an open sea here before I... That's going pretty good. Thrust vector in the ass, though. How's it look now? Feeling pretty good. Switch usage on the ammo usage. Production? Did I put ammo production in here? There's something eating up engine power to rapid. No, stabilizing. No? It's consuming so much engine power. Oh yeah, it's probably a laser system charging up the first time. Yeah, it's built up. I hate that I have to use propellers to get this thing afloat. Enter broadside below this range. Excuse me. Yeah, long range, I'm shutting this thing. There has to be a more shallow broadside angle. Otherwise, this can't. I mean, I need this cannon here to be online. I don't even know why the plunder exists. It's terrible now. That's why it's just. It needs to be even wider than that. Yeah, that thing's already done. So it handled so far all the DWG really well. My problem is it just hasn't reached broadside range yet. We're so unbelievably far out. Let me go down and check the AI and see what it's priority aiming at. This thing, yeah, we're 4,000 range out, so. We're just gonna do that, we're gonna do this little wiggle here. Damage is doing pretty good though. Oh no, okay, now we're sinking really heavily. What happened to my engine? Why did my engine give out? Overheated? Oh shit. Alright. Critical problem. Did I burn through all the fuel? Oh, I got fuel. Why did my engine die? Oh, okay, so overheated. The green line? No, the green line just touch them all together? I'm gonna modify this thing a little bit. So I need just a throttle pipe. Yep, there it goes. Alright, so I need to vent this. I want to vent it out right through here. That's my plan. In a four-way. Not five-way, four-way. Alright, there we go. Well, I started sinking randomly, but the engine completely burned up on me. Alright, let's spawn in. Let's do Honor's Watch. Probably not do the extra. Probably do regular Iron Cross Honor's Watch. See what happens. That's when they're selling chips. He already has a broadside, but I think I am. Interesting. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, it's not gonna do much against, you know, the whole volley of that ship that's capable of, but it's not gonna... I haven't been able to test out this cannon though, actually. It's a nice cannon. But since I used detection, actually I should probably put that on there. Again. And that thing's too damaged. And they're bugged. Oh, whoops, that's on there too. Why isn't this guy firing? $331. 1573. What a 90-degree broadside angle, let's see. To face like this, I want to face. Excuse me. I worked out the stream.